G'day everyone, Ali here. So I'm going to do a art journal page in my converted art journal page that Amy kindly donated to me. So I'm just going to prepare this page just by applying white gesso all over. So I want to do a Halloween theme page today. Recently I received a haul of AliExpress Halloween dies, so I wanted to do an art journal to incorporate these. Now I don't have a stamp or a die with a whimsical house, so today I thought I would give it a go and draw one. So I've just got some photocopy paper here and I'm just drawing what I think a whimsical house or haunted house would look like. So I've drawn my house and I'll just cut that out now. So my whimsical haunted house is all cut out. Now I'm just going to apply 2 coats of black poster paint to this. While I've got this paint out, I'm just going to apply 2 coats of paint just to this photocopy paper, just so I can die cut out some bats, my witch and some spider webs. So I want this to be thin paper and not cardstock. So I've got some white Creativ acrylic paint here, which I'm going to apply to the right hand side of my page. Now I'm doing this because I don't want the wording to come through, because this is where my moon will actually be. I've got some Semco brown acrylic paint here, which I'm going to add to the bright orange colour just to darken it up a bit, because the further away from the moon, the darker the shadows will be. I'm just going to work at blending these colours together on the page, so lightest to darkest. So I'm pretty happy with this, so I'll just dry this with my heat gun. So my whimsical haunted house is all dry. Now I've got a white jelly pen here and I want to colour in the windows. Now that didn't work, so I got out my Posca white paint pen to see if that would work, and I found that it was lifting off the paint. So I stopped what I was doing and then I proceeded to add white paint just with a fine paintbrush. So I've got some Ranger texture paste here in opaque crackle, and I've also got an AliExpress star stencil. So what I'm going to do is just apply the texture paste with a store card through the stencil, and I'm just going to randomly do that over the page. So I'm just going to dry this off with my heat gun, and what it will do is it will crackle the texture paste and it really gives a fantastic effect. Now with the paper that I have painted with the poster paint with, I've die cut out some spider webs, some bats, and my witch on a broom. So I've had to cut out a second witch because my first witch I accidentally broke a leg off. I'm just going to paint the bottom of my page just with poster paint and a thin brush, just so it resembles a bit of grass. Now I've got my Distress Glaze here, and what I'm going to do is just apply it with my finger to my die cutouts. Now I'm doing this because I'm not sure if the poster paint is going to be permanent or not. So this product you actually use with Distress inks. So I'm just going to give it a go and see how I go. I'm going to glue everything down onto the page using my Mod Podge. Now it looks like by using the Distress Glaze it has worked, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome. So I'm glad I did use the Distress Glaze. Now I'm going to use the printing on tissue paper technique. So I've got my quote here and just drawing that with the heat gun. Now I'll just cut everything up and just make sure where I want it on the page, and I'll glue this down using 1 part PVA, 1 part water. I have added some white gel pen to the right hand side of my haunted house here, the same side as the moon is on, so this will give it some dimension. So that's my Halloween art journal page finished for today. I hope you've enjoyed my process video. If you have, please give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for up and coming videos. Until next time everybody, happy crafting!